Hi everyone and welcome to this Lemurian Starchild attunement for the collective energy. We're going to look at 7 cards, the 7 inner child cards from the Lemurian Starchild Oracle. And it looks at different aspects and different stages and stepping stones of life. Every child represents an aspect of us. We got the blue ray, which is about our divine life purpose. Dolphin baby dreams of the inner child, and the Indigo Child is the visionary teenager. And we've got the Earth Angel, which is your sensitivity, which is also your strength. Rainbow Child, unstoppable new Earth builders. The Crystal Child, which is the crystalline vibration that we send out into the world, and the Star Children are all about cosmic gifts, and we're gonna look at all of these and really attune to the collective. What's going on in the collective? There's a lot of explosions, fires, racial tensions, polarization, violence, disease. So there is a lot going on, and a lot of these things are actually connected to the inner child on a personal and collective level. So I'm Michiel Kroon. I am co-creator of the Lemurian Starchild Oracle, and today we are using a new interface that I've created actually. So I'm really excited to use this. And we're tuning to these tumultuous times, isn't it amazing? And we're really gonna look at the underlying processes of all the extremes that are going on. Because a lot has got to do with our inner child, for example, our emotions. Many people are, cut off from their emotions and they act accordingly. So let's have a look for the collective energy. And we're starting with the blue ray being, direct divine expression, bridge between dimensions. Your path of light, which realigns you with the divine blueprint. And there we go, we've got an initiation. That's right, that humanity is going through right now. So how appropriate is that? And let's have a look at this card for a second. Initiation. We can see here it's about deep trust, depth of healing, reconnection with all, huge but gentle power, wise speech, timelessness, and holding frequencies of freedom. So initiations come when there's a readiness to let go of cyclical journeys, to go beyond suffering and to move on to the new paradigm. So there we go. We've got a huge initiation for humanity going on, and the initiation is what starts on an inner level. We're confronted with life and death, with our journey on earth and the rise of the new paradigm. And some people might not want to fully step into this initiation. They might want to leave the planet, and they might create, or let's say attract, a disease in their body. I mean, remember that we're all creator. So as creator, we've got this immense power. We've got this power of the heart, which is different from the power of polarization, power against something. We can attune deeply. So for a lot of people, this initiation brings out anger that they might project on another party or another person, and ultimately it can bring us to this deep healing that the keywords of the cards are speaking of. So if we look at, the Blu-ray being, which this card is on top of, as you can see, the Blu-ray, all about our path of light, our divine purpose. This is all about giving and bringing in the highest good for all, and seeing the highest good for all. So that is actually where we're going on a collective level. But first, it's like the anger's gotta come out. It's all the repressed stuff that we carry as a collective, that we've pushed down or cut off from. And the first way that it's gonna come out is anger. Ultimately, though, it will bring people to a deeper understanding of the collective. It will become more about a we as all of humanity, instead of just my group or my family or myself, even my country. So it's more of like an integration of all. But the thing is that this inner child, the Blu-ray, doesn't always get a lot of space. And in fact, for many people, when they grow up, if they think about, the collective, the highest good for all, it's kind of, beaten out of them, or it's rejected, because we might be told that it's a harsh world and we gotta only stand up for ourselves or our own group, not think about the highest good of all. So the Blu-ray is almost kind of pushed back in a lot of people, are disconnected, but is still waiting for them in the etheric realm, so that when they make that etheric connection, more and more of that truth is gonna come in. So next card is the Dolphin baby. It's about the inner child's dreams and the desires and emotions of the young child, the natural talents. So it's all about just being and being in our joy, finding our fun, our play, and kind of an oceanic consciousness. So everyone's got this side of the dolphin baby, and I guess the more you are in time, the harder it is to really reattune to that. So the sense of time, or the belief that time is the only dimension, can kind of cut us off from that. So that is why sometimes you see a lot of negotiations, like on a political level, a lot of ultimatums and time, which kind of cuts us off from that dolphin baby, that joyful play, and is a way to actually push away more possibilities, or even like unlimited possibilities. But sometimes, the harder we push things away, the more they come towards us. So let's see what's happening for the dolphin baby. Right. So we've got a dream of heaven on earth. So that's very clear what our dream is for the collective of humanity. And at the moment, I mean, if you look at the dolphin baby, it's it still feels quite far away, like an imagination that is there, but it's not yet concrete in the collective. You could say it's like a distant dream, but nevertheless, we're playing with it. We are thinking about it, and it's in our heart that there could be peace on earth, and there could be lots of possibilities, lots of play, lots of working together, letting go of limitations, of boundaries. So a beautiful vision there. Let's have a quick look at the cards in a bigger format as well. There it is, heaven on earth. All are invited, fifth dimension, the new earth, spirit and matter, close by, and frequency. So we are feeling that, even if it's quite distant, with all of these initiations and changes. It's in people's hearts. Heaven on earth. And it kind of, with all the recent violence and aggression, it's almost like a contrast that helps people see that we're not quite in heaven on earth yet. We can play our computer games and watch our TV shows and be kind of comfortable, but many are starting to realize that, hey, that's not it. And what is there that is of real interest to me, that it's really in my heart? Well, we're gonna have a look at the Indigo Child. Okay, fire of transformation. There we go, Indigo. All about direction and power of manifestation, passion and community and power. And it's almost like a teenager. And I feel many people are at that stage where you come to a crossroads where you can either keep rebelling and focusing on what's wrong, was starting to take constructive action. So right now, you know, there is a lot of fire in the world, and there's explosions. There's been a recent explosion. There's been bushfires. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And these are external symptoms of that purification. So the you know, where the blue ray and the dolphin baby are kind of pushed away in our consciousness a little bit, the indigo is very intensely present. So that indigo power and energy is very strong, and many haven't got a clue really how to use it constructively. So they focus on what's wrong and project it out onto another group, for example, and can I run with it? But ultimately, this fire of transformation is like surrender and the resurrection. So many will come to point, even if it starts with anger and aggression, they come to a point where they change on an inner level. So that's one of the movements of energy that is going on very strongly. And you know, one of the motivators, the energies that drive it, are the cards that came before, the heaven on earth, even if it's a distant dream. We can see that, oh, there's something wrong because we're not in heaven on earth quite yet. And the initiation as well, the feeling, the events that are going on that are kind of contrasting it. So all of that just intensifies that fire really, and that fire is very powerful. So we see, like I said, we see stuff literally burning up, but there's stuff, emotions are burning up. All paradigm emotions are burning up on the inside as well. So that's the Indigo Child. The next one we're going to look at is the Earth Angel, your sensitivity, which is also your gift and your strength. Wounds from sharing your truth, path from vulnerability to strength. And the interesting thing is that the collective energy of this attunement that came out is also the Earth Angel. So the Earth Angel is important at this moment. And you see the kindness, higher perspective, and the divine child. So what about the Earth Angel? Well, we are going to see more and more Earth Angels kind of standing up and giving their message for the collective. And that can be in all different ways. But they will have beautiful things to share that people will listen to, that will give them inspiration, and that will kind of change their trajectory towards a more constructive direction. So these Earth Angels are specific individuals that are starting to come forward, and some of them might be on the collective kind of stage, and some are just in a certain circle of people. and they are playing a very important role presently in the transformation. So that's what I want to say, and let's draw a card for the Earth Angel as well. Okay, and the card is purity, so that is very appropriate. The Earth Angels show us our purity. They show us that, like it says here in the card, on the deepest level, you are pure. Open your spiritual eyes, because you know your purity is key, and it's about authenticity, integrity. It's guided, it's magical, it's about guidance. So this is about my unicorn guide stepping forward as well, and that is the unicorn showing me this purity and strength. Many might be not aware of the unicorn or even the Earth Angel, but they just see, you know, they see this person in their life that gives them inspiration, that gives them kind of strength, power of the heart. So the Earth Angel, you know, very important at present, very much stepping forward. So it's not everyone, it's certain individuals, and others are, you know, might be at a different stage or a different aspect. They might be more at the indigo kind of aspect, in the middle of their fire of transformation. And suddenly, you know, the Earth Angel in their life shows them new possibilities and kind of approaches them in a way that they can understand, because they feel lost. They kind of don't know way out of the depression or rage that they're in. Suddenly this Earth Angel walks in their life and starts to give them these gifts, bring them these gifts. And it's like, wow, how beautiful is that? Through expressing our truth, we inspire so many others. So, you know, if you feel ready to be an Earth Angel, and to see that you're pure, well, lots of opportunities open up for you, because you know, this reading shows that there's a need for these Earth Angels. They're being awakened at the moment. So let's have a look at the Rainbow Child, which is next. Well, the unstoppable New Earth builders, they're multi-talented, they do miraculous alchemy, and it's all about your divine abilities and how you ground the light for the earth, the practical expression of your light. Now that is you know, an aspect, a stage that some people are starting to move into. It's like maybe the forefront of the collective. It's not, you know, not everyone's ready to be a rainbow child, to really start to build the new earth with their hands, with their heart, their voice, their expressions. So a lot of these rainbow children are still being prepared at the moment. And let's have a look what comes out today. The whale teaching. Depth of experience and healing. Teacher and mentor share wisdom. So if we look at the rainbow child, we can say that for the collective, let's say the average or the biggest part of the collective, the rainbow child is kind of still learning what it means to be a rainbow child, what it means to build a new earth, to stand up and voice your truth, to use your hands, use your words, to transform. But there are mentors in their life, there are inspirations, both in the physical but maybe even more importantly in the non-physical. These guides, these teachers are connecting to the rainbow children, and it's a beautiful process. It's an amazing process, really. I mean, some of them are just being born, the rainbow children, and the whale, the whale teaching is about ancient teaching. It's about, let's say, timeless, ancient but timeless, vast knowledge that is almost like a constant, but it constantly evolves. And we can tap into this vast knowledge at any time, at any place, because it's beyond time and space in a way. So it's the whale consciousness is a big aspect of it, and also symbolizes that knowledge, that teaching, the gift and grace. It's another beautiful process. So let's have a look at the crystal child, and this is about what we emanate. And it's almost like, I can see we always emanate our frequency. So this is a bit different from the rainbow child aspect, which is almost more about doing, and the crystal child is like, it's about just being almost, and sending out these vibrations of light. Yeah, so if you look at the description here, crystalline vibration that you bring to the new earth. So these crystal children, you don't always like notice them, because they, they're not necessarily being really out there. Some of them are just, might be more an inward journey, or they might just be doing their day-to-day activities, but meanwhile they're sending out these vibrations. So they are very important for the new paradigm, the transformation into it. So let's have a look. So they are attuning to the elders, which gives them stability and gives them guidance. So in that aspect of the crystal child, the elders are strong guides. They give us a feeling of safety, and they're not just like biological ancestors any go. This is cosmic as well. It's cosmic, and it's multi-dimensional. It's our light family, really. A light family helps us to feel safe, emanating these frequencies, these vibrations. Even within all the transformation and the kind of violence that we see in the world at large, kind of cruelty. The elders show us how to be neutral with it, not to judge it, not to put a label on it, say, oh, this is all just dark. But we can have a bigger vision, that, you know, to see it as a transformation. And in the transformation, yeah, you've got the mud that flowers grow out of. You've got the violence, you've got the hatred, but when it transforms, so that goes back to the indigo fire of transformation. It burns up, and you get the resurrection. So I mean, the elders are kind of showing the crystal children that, you know, everything's all right in the bigger picture. Give them that feeling of safety, that wisdom, that mentoring. So not everyone's got access to that sensitivity, you know, and when we are blessed with it, it's also a journey to kind of master, not to take in all of the density from others. Same for the earth angel that we were looking at earlier. You know, the earth angels are standing up, but the earth angels also have a journey of how to be an earth angel in a world where not everyone's intentions kind of angelic, but there's also other forces at play. So the elders are watching over our shoulder, especially when we feel a bit sensitive, a bit vulnerable. They come in to guide us, because they want to show that you know, it's okay to be a crystal child and earth angel, and in fact it can be helpful for so many to really step into those roles, you know, without creating a box around them or anything, but they are energetic roles, and they're beautiful. So the last card that we're going to look at is the Star Children. All about the collective support that we receive, our multidimensional guidance, now on a collective level. And it's beautiful, these starry frequencies, because you know, all our galactic brothers and sisters are also watching this transformation, kind of cheering at us, and then this amazing process that we're going through. So let's draw our last card. The Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. So we're being shown this cosmic womb, and some might see this, you know, in a ceremony, like a plant ceremony. Others might naturally connect to this cosmic mother womb, and when they connect, you know, they are shown that there's nothing to fear. We're being nurtured on so many galactic and cosmic levels, and this is important for the collective, because it's kind of like, you know, we think sometimes that as humanity, like the level of the collective, that there's, you know, we've got so many choices, but and we need to make the right choice, kind of thing. But actually there's so much guidance from the other realms, and there's unlimited possibilities, and there's bigger forces at play. So sometimes the people that we think are in power are not actually in power. They're also being guided even if they are not aware of it. So there you go, that's the whole reading. I'm gonna save this this attunement, collective energy attunement. And I must say I really enjoyed connecting to all this, and I really enjoyed bringing through this energy, and it's kind of you know, a whole new way to see all the different energies and how they play out. You know, I've, in my view, kind of a more connected way to play with things, to dance with the energies. So thank you so much for watching, and I will be back. Lots of love and light. Bye bye.